subscribe and hit the bell icon and never miss another video.
Oh, thank you so much. This is so sweet.
Today we have an incredible guest whose name is Swara Bhaskar, and she is a real firebrand, really empowering, very inspiring, and she just has the kind of courage that it's very hard to muster up online sometimes. So we're going to chat with her. She has a new show coming out as well called Raspberry. So we're going to talk about that. Hi everyone. So this is Malini's. No problem. This is Malini's Girl Tribe, and we are super excited to be at a virtual hangout with you. It's so good to see you, and we were just talking about you and saying it's fantastic. The courage you have, just the way that you are a powerhouse of energy and just somebody that is really aspirational and inspiring to women, especially to be who they want to be. So thank you for being in this Girl Tribe virtual hangout, because everyone is super excited.
But first, thank you. And I just want to say I'm so happy to be here because this is not the first time I'm here. And I just have to say that you guys are such a great bunch of girls. And Malini, just kudos to you for curating this platform and getting so many wonderful women together. I think there is no support group and no hype group like women, so yeah, I'm so happy to be here.
And we're so excited because you've got a new show called Raspberry coming out, and I love that it's already like blowing up. Everybody's talking about it on Twitter. Definitely means that a lot of people are watching it. How does it feel?
So it feels great. I mean, I was really excited for Raspberry because of course we shot it last year and I hadn't seen it ever since. I mean, I had only dubbed for my portions of the show, and then I hadn't really seen how it had turned out. So I was kind of in this weird space because I was of course the actor, but I was also equally the audience in some sense, because I was really worried. I was like, how is this going to be? And then the night it dropped, I just sat and I binge watched the whole thing after my parents slept, and I was like, all right, this is not bad at all, this is actually fun. And after that it was great because the people who watched the show and that number just kept increasing steadily, really liked it. The trolls who didn't even hate the show, who were just like bitching it out even before anything happened on the basis of the trailer and all the controversy, basically just kind of helped in creating so much buzz around the show and so much hype that it kind of became like a PR exercise for the show. So I was just like, gee, thanks guys.
Yeah, and I always say that.
Just do this every time.
Now, I've decided that today, since I have my lovely tribe here with me, they're going to help me do this interview so they can be part of the conversation. So a couple of girls are going to ask you questions. So I'm going to ask them to unmute their mic.
So how can I see everyone?
So just hit gallery view on the top right corner. Or you should be able to swipe on your phone and you should be able to see a gallery view. If you swipe one way or the other, are you able to see? It should give you that option.
Oh yeah, I can see.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to start off by asking Prakshi. Prakshi, you can unmute your mic and ask your question.
So my question to Swara is that, I'm a 19-year-old activist, and there's just so much, not just the hate, there's just so much noise around. For example, even people around you telling you, oh, why are you being so political always? Or why do you want to change the world? It just gets you sometimes. And when I see you being in a career where not everyone does that, to be your unapologetic self, I think that's the word that describes you best. So how do you keep up with that spirit?
I think that I completely hear what you're saying, because I get that a lot as well. And I do want to say over here that I think that a lot of those comments come from a place of concern from people who love us. Because the thing is that it is true that I think the whole public discourse in India has become so fractious and so quarrelsome. And, there's so much negativity and noise, right? I always think of it in two ways. One, that I think that people have to understand that politics is not just about electoral politics, right? Yeah. Politics is about gender politics. Politics is about human rights. Politics is about our workplaces. Politics is about our safety at the workplace from things like sexual harassment. And I think that we have to understand that politics is really about the kind of power structures that affect us and the choices that we are allowed to make. And I think that that's why all of us should be interested in the politics around us. And the other thing is that I think that when you say things and when you take stands from a place of conviction and beliefs, and value systems, and not because I was getting paid to tweet, or because I'm, it's not like it's an idea is not a brand that you endorse, right? So that you just got money to like put a tweet about an opinion. It's genuinely something I believe in. And when you believe in something, you find the strength to fight for it. And when it's a conviction, then you will stand up for it. Otherwise, it would not be a conviction, right? Otherwise, it would just be a passing fancy, a trend, or whatever.
And I wanted to ask you, Swara, why do you think it's so hard for people to wrap their heads around anything to do with female sexuality? Suddenly people get very squeamish at the slightest idea of a woman enjoying sex, of a woman like potentially wanting to get divorced and then have sex after that. It's just one of those things where people just like immediately freak out, and this whole censorship angle becomes so much more escalated. And why do you think that there's even with Lipstick Under My Burqa, there was so many issues where people gave them so much grief, and there's all this patriarchal thinking. So where do you think, where are we going to go from here, and is it like super hard to get people to understand?
So I think that what I find very interesting is that two things. One, we don't have, as a society, and again, not blaming individuals, as a society, as audiences, we don't have a problem consuming sexuality if it is catering to the male gaze. So like item songs are okay, completely okay. We don't have a problem watching rape scenes, sometimes very fetishized and shot in a way that will actually almost pleasure men than show us the gruesomeness of rape. So this we don't have a problem with. So when sexuality is one, for the consumption of men, two, being attacked, being assaulted, being decimated, being eradicated, or being ultimately controlled by men, we don't have a problem with it. The moment you have a sexuality that is out of control, out of male control, that is seeming celebratory for itself, where the woman has the prime aspect of pleasure, then we all start feeling very morally uncomfortable, and then we think of ethics, and then we think of respect, and then we think of teachers are like gods, and like all kinds of discomfort.
You've played such a great variety of characters. I want to know, what's the one character you're dying to play? Like, who's this? Like, what's on your wish list?
So there's two things I haven't done. I haven't done a biopic, and I haven't done a historical. So these are my two kind of on the checklist. This is something that I want to do now. I'm working towards the biopic very slowly, and the historical I hope will come along soon enough. The historical and the biopic are my two next goals, acting goals.
We asked everyone to write down one word that they think of when they think of you, and they're going to show it to you now on camera, and we're going to take a picture. God. Okay, so everybody, show us your word.
Oh, thank you so much. This is so sweet.
So those are the words for you.
And that is so sweet.
Thank you so much, Swara. We are so happy to have spent some time with you. We love you so much. Congratulations on your new show. Do you have a final message for the girls?
Thank you so much. And I just want to say, you guys have given me enough positivity and love and support, and just enabled me to last another whole month of really horrible trolling. Thank you so much. I love this space. I love what you guys are doing with the Girl Tribe, and just continue to be so amazing and so enabling to each other. And just remember, if you ever feel down or lost or out, just reach out for help. There's no support like the support of your girlfriends. Take it easy.
Absolutely true. Thank you, Swara. Love you
guys.
So much. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for doing this.
Bye.